But I just, I constantly get reminded that, enjoy it, but don't ever get too happy, because there's always a hater lurking in the background trying to destroy what you've built. There's always a bad spirited person that doesn't want to see you make it to the top. There's always something lurking or some bullshit around the corner, and you have to really navigate your life. And this is just for anybody that's out there. You have to really navigate life in general like a sinking ship. How can I get ahead of this ship before it sinks? Because there's always something that's trying to drag you down to hell. That's really how I feel. And it's unfortunate, but it's something that I've learned in my little bit of time here, that most people do not want to see you do well. Most people, they become jealous. They don't support you. Most people, they watch a podcast or whatever you're doing in life, and they don't want it to be too successful or more successful than them, because it makes them feel and think of the failures that they've had in life, not understanding how much work and effort and failures that you've had to get where you are, or trying to get to. And really, this is something that I had to sit in and say, don't get excited. And I don't know if I'm the only person that does this, but I just know that there's always some bullshit around the corner. And it's not me being a negative person. I have a wonderful life. I have a family that cares about me. I protect my peace at all costs. And I put up a post on Facebook, and I said to people, isn't it important to protect your peace? I put out this quote. Let me just read it. But I basically was just putting out a statement to people to understand that I choose to operate in peace. No matter what the situation is, I'm not going to let anybody disturb my peace, and that includes family. I've been going through so much different things in life as a person. And, of course, we're going to talk about a couple of hot topics. But today, I just really want to introduce myself to all these new viewers and understand that for the most part, my podcast will be about the gossip and the celebrities and stuff like that. But this is also a vibe, too. And sometimes I just need to connect. And I put up a post a few days back, and I said, the worst thing someone can do is accept abuse and nasty behavior from people because they're your family. They really be throwing around the lines to make you comfortable with their BS. Oh, I'm your ... You're my ... We family ... And then I said, nope, I'm not doing it. I'm out of here. My peace is more important. I don't care who it is. Who else agrees? And this is a statement that I put out because I had life experiences within the past year that made me look at things differently and realize sometimes no matter who it is, it doesn't matter if it's immediate family. It doesn't matter if it's a friend you knew for 20 years. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Sometimes you just got to cut people loose because they're just bad for you. Sometimes you have to just cut people loose because they don't want to see you do well. Sometimes you have to cut people loose because they're a leech. They're a leech and they don't care about you or your well-being. They only care about what you can do for their well-being. And that is something that I had to accept and realize for my sanity and peace, that I had to cut immediate family loose. And people just some people just how do you do that? I do it. I sit here on this podcast and I talk to all of you guys, but in real life, I barely deal with people because to me, in real life, I think people suck. I really think people suck. I feel like most people only have their worst interests in mind. And when I say worst interest is because they're not coming in with any type of positivity to bring to you. They don't have any positivity to give themselves, but they want to come over to you and bring that bad energy they have with themselves onto you and want you to take it in and make some type of something with their bullshit. And I'm not required to do that. So I decided to basically cut off a lot of immediate family members, old friends. Like I'm in a point in my life where I'm not chasing nobody around. If you don't check me, I'm not checking for you. And I'm okay with that. And I feel like I shouldn't feel bad about that. And this is the reason why I'm currently doing so well in life spiritually, is because I am literally protecting my peace, protecting my mind and my soul. And you have to do that, because if you don't, you'll lose your mind dealing with people. You'll get hurt physically because of somebody. The people will bring you to an early demise messing around with people, and it's because of the things that they or the people they choose to be associated with. And you're like, no. You have to sit here and say, no, I'm going to continue to keep my peace. I wish you all well, but I can't do it anymore. I'm not going to do it. And I'm going to protect my sanity and peace and know that I'm okay with the decisions that I'm making. Because sometimes people will say, oh, you only have one sister, or you only have one brother, or you only have one uncle, or you only have one this, or one friend, or whatever. Right. But I would never let morality stop me from making peace within myself, because understand that I know what the truth is. You can't sit here and manipulate me into being around someone who treats me like shit. You don't have to argue with the person, and I'm not the type of just going to argue with you. I'm just going to disappear, or I'm just going to block you. And I don't feel any bad blood about that. The only person I'm willing to work something out with, that's pretty much what it is. As long as you have peace, can't nothing beat peace.